What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy King Abe. Welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a swing trading strategy that you guys can use even if you're a beginner. So if this is your first time on my channel and if you find value in this video, please like this video, smash the subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. Now without further ado, let's dive right in on the computer and let's take a look at the charts. I'll see you guys inside. Alright guys, today we actually going to be looking at a swing trading strategy, and we're going to be looking at Euro USD, and we actually going to be our entry is going to be on the 4-hour time frame, which is the higher time frame. And what you guys are looking at on my chart right now, we have the 200 EMA and the 100 EMA. So make sure you're using the moving average exponential, not SMA, not simple moving average exponential. Now, once you have the 100 and the 200 EMA on your chart, the next indicator we're going to be using is the RSI. So to add the RSI on your chart, you go to indicators and you search for RSI, and it's going to pop up, and then you guys can just add it on your chart. So I'm going to exit out of this. But once you have the RSI on your chart, you have to go to settings, and for the input, you just leave it as it is. And for the style, you change the upper band to 50 and the lower band to 50. And over here, you change the dashed line to regular lines for both upper band and the lower band. And you can change the thickness to the second one if you want to, and then you click on OK. Now, to use this strategy, I'm going to be showing you guys two examples. I'm going to be showing you a buy example and a sell example. But what we need to do first is that we need to go to the higher time frame. In this case, we have to go to the daily time frame. Now, what we're going to be doing on the daily time frame is that we need to look for our support and resistance zones, or our supply and demand zones, whatever you want to call it. Now, looking at this buy right over here, before we get in this trade, what we need to do is we need to look for our resistance zone. And we can see that over here, we clearly have a resistance zone over here. As you guys can see, we have a resistance zone over there. Previously, that was a support zone, and support became resistance. Now, once you have that zone, now we can go back to the 4-hour time frame, and you just look for that zone. So let's look for that zone. Now we have that zone over here. Now, when it comes to price, or when price breaks above your resistance, in some cases price is going to come back and retest that zone, but sometimes it doesn't. So, but in this case, we can see that we have a break above support and above resistance, and price came back, retested that zone, and now we have our entry. And I'm going to put this in replay mode, and we're going to see where our entry would have been. So let's put this in replay mode and let's take a look. Now your entry would have been this bullish engulfing candle right over here. And when it comes to the RSI, before you get in for a buy trade in this case, you need the RSI to be above your 50 line. And as you can see, we have the RSI above our 50 line. Now, once we have that, now we got our entry. Now it's time for us to determine where our take profit is going to be. Where are we going to target? To do that, we have to go back to the daily time frame, and we look for that zone again. We have to go back to the daily time frame, and now looking at the daily time frame over here, I can see that we could have targeted this next resistance zone over here the price came back to, and we tested, and we could have also target this next zone over here. The price rejected previously as well. Now once we have that zones, now we just go back to the 4-hour time frame, and let's take a look. We just go back to the 4-hour time frame, which is over here. Now this is our entry. We got our entry right over here, and I'm going to put this in replay mode, and let's see how this trade played out. And let's take a look. Bam, you got your take profit smash right over there. Now let's take a look and see what our risk to reward ratio was and where our stop loss would have been. I grabbed the wrong tool right there. So we got our entry right over here. Now we got our take profit right over here, and your stop loss will just be right below this zone over here. Now we have our stop loss for 100 pips and our take profit for 198 pips. Our risk to reward ratio was 1:9. Very clean trade right there. Now what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to show you guys Excel example. Now obviously we got to go back to the daily time frame, and let me see. Let me look for a sell example. I'm just going to do this right here. Now for sells, you have to make sure that price is below the 200 and the 100 EMA. And for buys, like I showed you guys earlier, you have to make sure price is above the 100 and the 200 EMA. Now looking at this sell trade over here, we can see that we need price to close below this support zone over here. We need price to close below this support zone, so we need to have this zone marked over here on the daily time frame. Now we can go back to the 4-hour time frame, and let's look for that zone on the 4-hour time frame. Let's look for that zone on the 4-hour time frame. Now that we're on the 4-hour time frame, like I told you guys earlier, in some cases when we have it break below resistance or below support, price is actually going to come back and retest that zone. But in this case, we didn't have the retest, but we have that retest right over here, and your entry would have been over here. So you would have missed this trade over here, but that's still okay. That's fine. But I'm going to use this sell as an example for you guys. Now we have the support zone over here. Now what we need to do is to make sure that price breaks below our support zone, because obviously we are above the 100 and the 200 EMA, and we need to make sure that that the RSI is actually below the 50 line. Now I'm going to put this in replay mode, and we're going to see where our entry would have been for this sell trade. Now let's take a look. Now your entry would have been right over here. This is where your entry would have been over here. Now we're going to go to the daily time frame, and we're going to see where our target would have been for this sell trade, because we need to go back to the daily time frame to determine where we could potentially target. And what you need to do is, when it comes to sell trades, you just need to look for the next support zone that you feel like price is potentially going to get to. Now over here we can see that we could potentially target this next support zone over here. And if you want to have another take profit, we could see that we could actually target this zone over here as well. Over here, looking to the left hand side, we see that we could target that zone as well. Now what we need to do is, once we have those zones on the daily time frame. Now we can go back to the 4-hour time frame and let's look for that zone on the 4-hour time frame. Let's look for that zone. Now that we have our take profit target, now I'm going to put this in replay mode and let's see how this trade played out right from over here, right from our entry. And let's take a look. Bam, we got our take profit smashed right there. Now let's take a look and see what our risk to reward ratio was for this trade. We got our entry right over there. We got our take profit here for 124 pips, and we're just going to put our stop loss right above this zone over here, right above the 200 EMA as well. Our risk to reward ratio is 1 to 2. Nice trade right there. So guys, if this is your first time on my channel and if you find value in this video, all I ask is that you like this video, share this video as well if you can, and smash the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. I'll see you guys in my next video.